Hi everyone, how are you? So, welcome to Margaret's Kitchen, Comidas de mi Familia, Tu Sangre es tu Sangre, my authentic New Mexico cookbook. Thank you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. I would so gratefully appreciate it. And I love all your comments. Thank you for those that are so kind. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a little while since I've been on, but I've been helping my daughter and just a little bit of everything's been happening. But, just continue to keep her in prayer as she continues through this cancer battle. But anyways, today I'm going to make, this evening, because it is evening, I'm going to make panocha overnight. And so it's like it's like a pudding. It's more native than anything else. So anyways, I start off with the panocha flour. So this is panocha flour, and so it's really, a really good flour, and so, but it's called harina para panocha. So anyway, so what I'm going to do before anything is I am going to start off with my panocha flour. I'm going to put that together real quick, and so I get the salt, because I'm going to need a half teaspoon of salt. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put my flour, it's 2 cups of panocha flour is what it comes out to, in my bowl. Let me move the camera a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so then with that, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of flour to the panocha flour. And then I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and that's it for that. So I'm going to just mix it up really well. And then just mix it all up. Move this. Just kind of mix in all the flour together. So that way it mixes well. Look, and just mix it well. Okay, and you can see the panocha flour and the white flour, and it's just all-purpose flour. So you can have it for a dessert, or you can have it for, whatever you want, for breakfast, whatnot. A lot of people have been asking me for it, so I thought this will be my video. So anyway, so once it's all mixed in, then what you're going to do, I'm going to get rid of this bag real quick because I don't want it right there. I already have my teapot with water. So I'm going to do 2 cups of hot water. Okay, there's 2 cups. And I'm going to pour it in. Okay. And then I'm going to mix it again. And it's going to be a little thick, but it's okay. As long as you get it all mixed in as much as you can. And it's thick, believe me. And of course, it always gets stuck in here. So you're gonna take it out of the whisk. You can use a spoon or a spatula. And I always do it this way. And I haven't made it for a while. Last time I made it was before my father passed away. And the best way to do it is in the crock pot, actually. You can just cook it at night, and that way it's ready in the morning or whatnot. And so, okay. So now, what you're going to do with this is that you're going to place it in a cold crock pot. So here's my crock pot. Let me move this so you can see my crock pot. Okay, so it's just empty coal crock pot. And so now I'm going to put it in here in the crock pot. Okay. Oh yeah, it's coming all out now. It smells good too. Love the smell of it. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave this here. And in the meantime, I'm just shaking off the whisk. I really hit it against my hand. I don't like to hit my pans and stuff, so. Okay. So that's pretty much mixed in. I'm going to show it to you guys. See? Okay. So now let me show it to you. That's what it looks like. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my pan on low. As low as about a medium low. And I'm going to add half a cup of butter. And my butter's already softened and everything. I'm going to let that melt. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to add, once it melts, so I'm going to move you over here just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing, because, hola. So pick it up a little bit. Okay. So, just melting the butter. Okay. So we're going to do 2 cups of sugar. Once the butter is melted, and it's just sugar. Okay, and then we're going to have 5 cups of water, of hot water. And I'm not using this because of it's already dirty. And so my tea kettle is actually exactly 5 cups left of water, about 5.5 cups. Look at the butter. See the butter? So once it's melted, then we're going to add the sugar. So, and I'll just bring it closer so you guys can see how I do the sugar. Okay. And so once it's melted, mix it a little bit. And you don't want the sugar to scorch, so you got to be very careful. Okay, turn the heat up just a little bit. Oh yeah, you hear it sizzling? So remember, if you haven't purchased my cookbook, www.nmcookbookmariabaca.com, and so that we can order it. Okay, so now I'm going to add the sugar. Hold on, I have no sugar left. Okay, so you're going to mix it. It takes a few minutes. Mix it well. And it's going to turn into a nice dark brown, golden brown. It'll be pretty. You got to just keep mixing it. So I'm going to add the 3 cups of water in here in my okay, there's 3 cups. When I have it, I do want to have it ready because you do not, you don't want your mixture to burn. See what it's doing? And it's better to use a spatula. You can use a whisk at the same time, which I like to use that too. But the spatula is good because you can kind of break down your sugars if there's any balls or anything like that. And thank you to those that have already subscribed to my channel. I so gratefully appreciate it. You know, I enjoy doing this. And like, again, I'm so sorry I haven't been on for about a month. But, you know, just been helping my daughter and stuff. But she's going to do good. You know, we have a lot of trust and faith in God. And everything's in His perfect timing. But anyway, so like I said, I've had a lot of people ask me for Panocha. And so, see, you don't want your sugar to get stuck at all. Okay, so that's why you got to really keep mixing it. Get my... That way I can hold it. And the butter helps so it doesn't stick. And it takes a long time to make panocha. It takes like an overnight. But you just put it on low and in your crock pot and just let it cook. And we don't go to bed until late, so I can keep mixing it and if I need to. Look at that. See, once your sugars start to melt, it makes it that much easier. Okay, you can tell, look at this. The little tiny pieces of brown. Look at that. You see it? So you have to be really careful. And the sugar is hard to work with, so be careful because you can burn yourself very easily with the hot sugar once it melts. starting to, once it starts, look at this. See, once it caramelizes, look, see that one? And it's going to start to melt soon. See? And remember, you don't want it to scorch because it'll taste terrible. So you can't use it once it does that. Spilling sugar. Okay, let's get started. So, like I said, just cook it overnight. So you'll start to hear it because it sounds like little candy breaks in here. See. Starts to get hard, rock hard, and then my mother, she's such a pro at making this. I don't know what she does. She makes it so seems so easy to make it. To make the sugar. Spatula. See, look what it's doing. You can tell it's starting to melt. And this is a little process. I mean, the thing about it is that it takes about 8 minutes or so to get the sugar where you need it to be. And then once the sugar boils, once you add the hot water, the boiling water, so it's altogether 5 cups of water because it was 2 cups for the flour and then 3 cups for this. And you either like it or you don't. A lot of times people, when they made panocha, they would make it like in coffee cans and things like that. It's not something that I've done, that I do anyways, or that I prefer to do. Put it in a bowl. See, look at this. The color changes. Okay. Look at this. Starting to really melt. You can see it. See the melting? Okay, we're back up. Because once you start to put that water in, gotta be careful because it boils, and you do not want to burn yourself. Believe me. My camera, so you could see me. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'll keep showing it to you guys. See, you can see it. And there's nothing like the good smell of butter. That's what I was telling my husband. I said, oh my God, I love the smell of cooking butter. It smells so good. And it gets hot over here. It's like you're getting a facial. So, this. Kind of want to smash at the same time. That way you make sure you don't have no balls of sugar. And once it's all melted, it will look like caramel, just about. And then once it's all melted, you're gonna pour this into your pot. Into your crock pot. See, look, it's starting to, see? And that's what you want. You need it to completely melt. And it seems like it takes longer, but it doesn't. This is my gas stove, so, you know, I don't think it takes long. You know, the most 10 minutes, but I think about 8 minutes. But 10 by the time everything, I guess. See, it looks almost like caramel. But it'll... Everything needs to be melted, see? Oh yeah, look at that. Just a rich, beautiful color. Like I said, it looks, to me, it reminds me of, see? Looks like caramel. Want it to be completely melted. Look at that. And you want to make sure you have no sugar balls. Look at that. And then what's going to happen is once I put the boiling water in here, which I'm going to do now, it's going to bubble. So you want this to melt. And then you want this to melt now. Look how hot it is. And once all this melts, it takes about 10 minutes, this part. That's what you want it to do. You want it to hard. You want all this candy. Looks like candy. Remember, you don't want it to scorch. You just want it. Let it melt. Mix and melt. See? I have the camera low just so you guys can kind of watch everything instead of watching me. I'll bring you just close for a second. And no, I do not have help when it comes to filming, okay? So you got to be patient. I know somebody said, you're a camera person. Well, I am the camera person. I'm the camera person and I'm the cook. So stop it. And so once all this is melted, then it's ready to pour into your cold crock pot. Oh yeah, barely feeling anything anymore. Just that big chunk. See this chunk? It's like it's one big chunk of caramel. There, better. Nice. It's coming, you guys. So in the morning, when I remove it, I like to cook at night because then you're not worried and you can go to bed and get up and it smells so delicious in your house. But I do cook at night a lot, especially when we're getting ready for something, you know. This is just perfect to cook at night instead of during the day. Then you're constantly touching it, you know, and just let it cook, let it be itself. So Panocha is more native. It's like a native, it's more like a native. They have I don't know how to explain it, but like Native Americans, they have a dish similar to this. They call it mush, and almost similar to this. So it's almost the same thing. Very good. But you can have it for breakfast or like for dessert, whatever you want. You know, I mean, do whatever you want with it. You know, after that, after it's cooked and stuff, you can put some whipped cream on top. You know, make it look pretty. Whatever you want to do. I've never added nuts or anything to it. And so, so that's the thing there. So, okay, it's almost melted. Almost melted. Okay, look at this. there's one little tiny piece in there that needs to still melt. Yeah, look, there it is. Look at where it's at. Once that melts, then you pour it into, I just, turn on the crock pot so it could start. So I turned it on, and about 4 hours, and until I go to bed, I'll mix it about every 40 minutes, something. But most of it will just be by itself. Oh yeah, it's almost completely melted. Oh yeah, there it is. It's hard to find it when, look, almost. It smells so good. See, look. Okay, I think, oh yeah, there it is. Let's see, very tiny now. Look at that, almost completely melted. And that takes time, for it to just melt. And I have my whisk, so I'll use the whisk. Oh yeah, there it is. And again, thank you guys for being a part of Margaret's Kitchen and for being a part of my channel. I just so gratefully appreciate it, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Can't wait to hit 10,000. Somebody's going to be, 3 people are going to be very lucky with what I send them. And so, and it's just a thank you for getting me to 10,000 and so on and so forth. So the higher we get, the more, it'll be nice. Okay, this is pretty much done. See, I don't see it anymore. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like a little sliver. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off. Now I'm going to move my camera back so that I can place it in the crock pot. So look, I'm up. There's a little tiny piece right there. Okay. Now, mix it around the crock pot. I'll bring you guys closer. See if you can see it. So you want to look like a gravy. No lumps. Yeah, there it goes. And now you just want it to cook. Just keep it until you've got no more lumps. now, look at that. Gotta, keep mixing it until all the, you don't have no more pieces of flour. But it works. Okay, see you in a little bit. Okay, good morning, everyone. All right, let me turn this down, turn it off actually. And I've cooked it overnight. And so look at this. Look at that. Let me see. Try to look at that. Looks good, huh? Okay. So I just, overnight Panocha, and put it in my bowl. Look at this, like the little what do you call it? Crust from the side of the crock pot. Look at that. That's what it looks like. Get a spoon. So here it is. This is what you call panocha. How nice it is. Look at that. You can put like whatever you want on it. You can eat it like this. You could put some whipped cream on it. Whatever you want. Look at that. I'm gonna taste it. Now this is good. Look at that. Very good. Very, very good. I like that. Well, everyone, thank you for being a part of Margaret's Kitchen in the wee hours of the morning. You can find the recipe in my Authentic New Mexico cookbook. It looks crooked. It looks backwards because of the way I have the camera situated. But anyways, this is my cookbook, and thank you all for being a part of my kitchen. Thank you all for just everything. Remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I would so gratefully appreciate it. And always remember to be nice and to be kind, and continue to keep my family in prayer. Well, we'll talk to you all soon. Bye. Adios. www.nmcookbookmariabaca.com, where you can buy my Authentic New Mexico cookbook. Thank you. Bye. Adios.